Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. We are back for our regular Monday night at 8 p.m. live in Savvy Social Media Online Business Strategy. As you guys are popping on, let me know that you are here. Say hello. I cannot wait to say hi to you. And we are chatting tonight about automation, all the things that you can do to put into your business. Make sure that you can streamline the process and get more eyeballs on your business without spending so much time. It's going to be amazing. If you guys will just do me a favor and make sure, tell me that I'm in the correct group, because it looks like I scheduled it to the right place, but I want to make sure. So let me know that I'm in the right group, okay? Tonight, like I said, we are going to chat all about automation. I'm going to show you some fun things with your email, lots of different things that we can do. And of course, we have some really cool timelines that are coming up. So if you are not aware, all of the videos from last week are going to disappear tomorrow. Let me actually just edit this really quickly because I need to take out the Saturday part. Hang on one second. We're just going to delete that here. The doors to the Academy close tomorrow. The videos disappear tomorrow. It's going to be a fun day because I get to see all the people who take the very last minute step and go, okay, I'm ready. Like, I want to do this. I really want to work with you, and I want to move my business to the next level. I want to implement all of the things and have your help and support in implementing the things that we've talked about. So I'm super excited about that. If you need replays, you can check them over in Unit 5. And of course, if you guys have any questions, you can come to the Zoom tomorrow. So this one's not Clubhouse. Anybody and everybody can come. Android users, come on over. Zoom at noon. The link is in your workbook. The link will come out through the bot. The link is in your email. You name it, you found it. But if for some reason you can't find it and you want to come to the Zoom, let me know. I can get you the link. And you can come ask your questions about what we talked about this last week, I guess. Ask questions about what the Academy looks like. If you want a sneak peek, all of the things, I am happy to chat more and to share more. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Tell me that you're here. Say hello. I've got several of you guys on live. While I'm getting this pulled up, do me a favor and just tell me that you are on. And while we're at it, I don't know, let's do something fun. I shared a fun post earlier today. What would you tell your 18-year-old self if you had to go back and say something to them? So if you haven't answered that, drop that in the comments. I would love to hear what you would say. For me, I don't know what I would say, but I would say stick with the guy you got, because I was still with my boyfriend then is my husband now. We've been together for 18 years and I'm 32. So there is that. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. This is going to look a little overwhelming to start, so take a deep breath. But I want to show you the possibility of email marketing and where this can go for you and how I can help you implement so many things in your business to make sure that you can move things forward. So there are going to be some of you who are on live who got a different email today than other people. And that's because there's a lot of really powerful things you can do with email automation. So I went through on any of my emails that went out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or today that had a link with the Academy. You can put tags on links. You can put if-then statements. If someone clicks on this link, then add this tag. If someone reads this email, then do this. If someone does not read this email, then do that. If someone, like, the possibilities are endless, right? So there are so many things you can do with automations with email. So those of you that have clicked on the Academy link, you got a special email this afternoon that said, I see you. I've been watching. I know you've been looking. What questions do you have? Right? So this is one of the really cool things about email is that you can do lots of really awesome stuff with it. So let me show you, undo. Let me show you a really basic email flow first, and then I will show you more of what I have, and then I will show you the value ladder, and we're going to talk about all different kinds of things as well. So let's say that you have a network marketing business. Let's say that you sell a product. Let's say that you have something that is going to have a reusable that someone, it's consumable. Someone is going to purchase it over and over again. This would be an incredible email flow for you to have set up. Hi, everybody that's saying hello. Good to see you guys on. So something as simple as this. Hey, you get a new customer. That new customer, all you have to do is trigger the fact in your email system that you got a new customer. The rest of this goes through automagically. I love that word. It's one that one of my coaches use. I'm like, oh, I'm so stealing that because it's a powerful word, automagically. So you get a welcome email. Hey, congratulations, welcome. I'm so glad that you grabbed X, Y, and Z product. Here's what you can expect. Here's what you need to know, blah, 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 right? Then you can say, hey, wait 24 hours, wait 48 hours, whatever it may be. Send this next email. Then you can check to see, hey, did your product arrive? Have you taken it out of the box yet? It doesn't work. It doesn't work if it stays in the box on your bathroom counter. It doesn't work if you don't take it. It doesn't work if you don't use it. Make sure you try it on, whatever it may be, right? So you can send an email like that. Then you can send a, hey, I'm checking in email. Raise your hand, and I will be the first to say, yes, this is me too. Raise your hand if you've ever acquired customers and you've kind of slacked on the follow-up. You've kind of slacked on the touching base and how are things going and do you have any questions? Because I guarantee every single person that's watching this video at any point in time has. Can you imagine implementing something like this in your business where some of that is automatic? Not all of it. You're still going to reach out. You're still having conversations. But in addition to this, right? How powerful could that be? Hey, I'm checking in. Is everything going okay? Maybe you're sharing some information. Hey, wanted to do another touch point. How are things going? Are you liking your results? Blah, 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 whatever it may be. And then it's hey, it's time to reorder. These are some of our most popular product packages. You don't have to say, I know that you ordered XYZ product, but I think you should take a look at A, B, C, D, E. You just say, these are some of our most popular. You're starting to plant the seeds with people about some of the things you have to offer. And you can do that along the way here. Then you can either cycle them back through this again, or you can move this person, move them out of that sequence into another sequence where it's just your nurture sequence. It's your newsletter. It's your tips and tricks and things like that, right? So there's some really powerful things you can do with even the most basic email flow. Now, if you are in the network marketing space, which I have a network marketing business I've mentioned a couple times, right? So if I have emails like this for myself, that's great. It's great for my customers. But what happens if I take this email sequence and I give it to my team? Can you imagine how much more productive we would be as a collective whole to follow up with people, to show people other things that we have to offer, to mention, oh, by the way, we have an app that you can order through and you can go learn about products and take quizzes and stuff. Oh, by the way, we have an affiliate program. You can get money back on your next order. We can communicate and raise the bar. What's the phrase? A rising tide lifts all boats, right? So think about how powerful that could be if you have more than one person in a sales organization for you. Boom. Amazing, right? So this is just a basic email flow, and I wanted to kind of show you what that might look like. Let me show you something that's a little bit more complicated, although it's not really. It just looks like it's more complicated. So we talked last week on Monday about your faucet and how there's a couple different ways you can turn your faucet on and how you can gather leads, right? So I have two ways of gathering leads. I have organic traffic and I have paid traffic. When I run these boot camps, I run ads that say, hey, by the way, targeted to X kind of people. I'm doing this boot camp and I'm talking about this and I would love for you to come join me. And people opt in through my landing page. They click on the ad on their phone, mostly on their phone. Sometimes it's on a computer, but most people are on their phone. They go to this landing page and they opt in. And then they get a confirmation email that says, hey, welcome. Here, make sure you're over in the group, da-da-da-da-da, right? Then they're going to go through a couple of emails getting to know me. I'm building the know, like, and trust factor, assuming they open the email, right? But I'm building that know, like, and trust factor before they've ever heard me teach. That can be a really powerful thing. Nurturing sequences are huge in email automation. So then they're going to get emails about the live videos. They're also going to get bot reminders or text reminders if they sign up for those. There's just more. Keep in mind, this is all ways we can nurture our people, right? More ways to be in front of them, to create touch points, to connect with them. And then I'm going to say, hey, by the way, I've got this amazing academy. You should go watch the testimonials video if you haven't seen it yet. The people that work with me love me. I'm going to toot my own horn there. They do. We get results. We break mindsets. We have all kinds of amazing breakthroughs. And the whole goal is to get them in front of more people, to set systems up for them, to duplicate things for them in their business that helps them scale and make more money. That's a win-win, right? So when someone goes through that email sequence, they're going to get to the end and they're going to do one of two things. Remember, I said if-then statements. If they decide they don't want to buy anything from me, no harm, no foul. What did we say last week? We know statistics show us that most people are not going to be ready right off the bat. Maybe they just haven't had enough exposures yet. So those people get looped up here. No purchase? Okay, we're going to bring them over here. For those people that are amazing and awesome and are like, yes, I see it. I see the value you bring. I want my business to grow and to scale, and I want all of these things, and I need help getting them in place like this. You probably need help with something like this, putting it in place. Let me raise my hand. Let me build those assets. Let me set up those systems. Let me make sure that I get it all taken care of so 2021 and beyond will be amazing. They're going to come down here. And then they get their own little email sequence. Welcome to the academy. Here's your login information. Here's where the group is. Here's our private information. Go check this out. Right? So there's ways for me to set all that up, or I don't have to touch it. Automation is awesome. Okay, so let's come over here to organic traffic. When people come to my group organically, I get people requesting to the group every single day now, which is funny because that it took some time to get there. But because I provide a lot of value, because it's a searchable name and people are searching for social media, I get people to the group. I'm also leveraging Clubhouse and telling people come over to the group, right? So organic traffic. So when they come in here, they're going to hopefully tell me their email. And I'm going to show you the software here in just a second. Hopefully show me their email with the membership questions. I have a software that pulls all that in, automatically does things with it so I don't have to copy and paste and put it in a spreadsheet. By the way, if you run a Facebook group, all of those membership questions disappear when you admit somebody. So if you don't record it, that was data you just lost, which is not cool. You want to keep all that data for your own reference to be able to build your group, love on your group, do all the things, right? So when you come to my group, you get a welcome sequence. Hey, welcome to the group, yada, yada, yada. Then you get a little nurture sequence that says, here's who I am, respond back, tell me more about what your questions are with social media. And then at the bottom of those emails, there's an opportunity for you to purchase something from me because it's in the headers, or it's in the footers, excuse me. So let's say you purchase, then you're automatically going to get a login. If you don't purchase, no big deal. You're continuing to see my content until all of a sudden you see, oh, there's a boot camp coming up. Great. And then you come back around here and you're funneled in through this way. You still have to opt in and give me your email again and then blah, 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 right? So this can all work and it all meshes together. But just think the power of having these if-then statements and having the ability to say, okay, I want to connect with my people on a different level besides social media. Social media is the tip of the iceberg. I teach social media, but the reason I changed the group to social media, savvy social media, and online business strategies is because it's not just social media. You need a place to put your people, and email is one of the best ways to do that. And I have so many other things that I can teach you outside of how to do Facebook stories, how to do lives, algorithms, blah, 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 right? So I mentioned right here that I have a software that does amazing things for me. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Please don't take screenshots of any of these people's information because that would be bad. Don't do that. So I have a few member requests here, and I will show you how this works. So normally, without a software that is automation, right, you have to go in here and hit approve, you have to copy and paste all of this over into a Google Sheet or wherever you need to put it. So right now, it just says approve. Let me change that. My software, I can enable welcome messaging as well. So approve and send a message. She's answered information, approve. You're not going to see it. I don't think you see it pop up on the screen, but look, her name was, whoop, did it not go through? There it goes. Okay, it showed up on my other screen over here. So here in just a second, you're going to see a message that automatically went out to Linda D. Hey, Linda, I'm Nicole, the admin of the group. Welcome. So glad to hear you. Tell me more about your business and about how, you're running on social media. I have 3 or 4 different versions that go out. Can you imagine automatically connecting with every single person that comes into your group? How powerful that could be, right? Awesome. Okay, so I could do that for all those people. So that lady's name was Linda D. So if I come over here to my software and I go to my leads list, Linda D was automatically moved over to my email list. She's in there automatically. All I did was push one red button on Facebook and it sent her a Facebook message. It pulled it over to my email suite and it put her on my list, which in this case, I need to go back through and change it now. The boot camp is done, but normally it'll be the welcome to the group list. Now this one is set up for, do you want to be on the boot camp, right? So it automatically triggered an email and an email just went out to her. Automatically. Are you guys seeing the power of this and how it can help you save time? Someone asked, that looks amazing, but how do you set this up? Well, that's all kinds of stuff that I can teach you in the academy, right? The how-tos is where I do my small group coaching. How do I set this up? How does this work for my business? How do I need to make sure that it works for me and for my stuff? That's all stuff we do in the academy. So here's the other thing, and I specifically put test, 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 so you guys wouldn't see much here on names, okay? So Linda D was automatically added to Airtable, which is where and it shows me her Facebook link. I had set up some things here. It recorded her answers here. It's all done. So now I can keep track. I can tag her certain things. There's all kinds of things I can do automatically. Powerful, powerful, powerful stuff. Okay. I wanted to share with you a few other things in here. So the whole point of the email automation is that it allows you to connect with people. Once you set it up, then it's like done. It's just going to go. Did it automatically record her group request answers? Yes. So I have a Google Sheet that it pulled those answers to. Then that Google Sheet, there's an automation that says when there's a Google Sheet entry, go ahead and add her to my email software. When there's a Google Sheet entry, go ahead and add her to Airtable, which is, I've recently switched over there from Trello because of automation. Because if I don't have to go manually add a card, this person came to my group and it can automatically happen. Which would you pick? Automation or manual? I would pick the time saver, right? Automation. So if you go here to announcements here in the group, and I will blow this up just a little bit. If you are interested in that software and you have a Facebook group, scroll down. There's the testimonials if you want to go watch the YouTube video I made. Scroll down a few. Okay, so November 11th, back when we did this the first time around, I did a whole post on automation. So here's all kinds of software that I use. So my software that does my emails, that does my membership site, that does my calendar, it does all of my pages, pretty much anything you see in my website, which is getting a whole overhaul this week as well. Everything goes through here. It's comparable to ClickFunnels, although I think it's way better because it's an all-in-one suite and it's the same price as ClickFunnels, and you don't have to pay for all the other things. Plus, they all speak to each other because they're meant to go together. So that's the software I use for that. The software that I was sharing with you that did that pulling data is called Group Leads. You can do $27 a month or $97 for the year. They did some Black Friday special, and it was like $150 for a lifetime access. Whoop, whoop. So I am gold for forever. I use StreamYard. You guys know that. I use StreamYard for streaming and being able to do these little tickers down here at the bottom and putting comments and things like that, like I can do right here. Dina says that is so cool. So right, I can highlight comments. I can put little things at the bottom. All of that is through StreamYard. So I've got that software here. Post scheduling. So here's the other thing. A lot of you guys tell me I struggle with being consistent. Well, it may not be the thing that you want to do, but if you can schedule out your posts, it's going to help you be consistent. Just going to throw that out there. My easy button helps you create the content if you need help creating the content, and then you can put this out, and I go through here as to why I think it's a really great platform. Basically, in a nutshell, you can do everything all in one. Facebook pages, Facebook groups, Facebook timelines. There's no limit. Instagram stories, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, I think Twitter, unlimited saves. You can sort and organize and folder and batch posts. So everything that I scheduled out for this week, I went to the last boot camp and I went click, 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 schedule again for January, starting on this date, boom. And it was done. And all I had to do was go in and like tweak a couple of dates, right? So if you're someone who does anything repetitively, so you run Facebook events or Facebook groups for parties or things like that, like this is something you could leverage. So again, automation for $10 a month. Is that worth your time? It's up to you. I always tell people when I make decisions, here, I'm going to bring myself up for a second. When I make decisions for my business, I want you to hear this loud and clear. It has to do one of two things for me. It is either going to save me time. Time is money. Saves me time, or it builds my skill set. Those are the two things that I ask myself when I go to spend money for my business. Is this an investment worth spending? I just paid $250, $300 to a VA to redo my website because I legitimately don't have time to do it in the next week before I have 2 different speaking engagements, which you guys are going to get invites to as soon as all the bootcamp stuff closes up. You'll hear more about it, and you guys are going to be invited to hear that as well. But if I'm going to get new eyeballs on me, you bet your butt my website's got to be updated, and I have to have a couple other things in place so that they can automatically connect to my group. They can automatically get some lead magnets going, get some value right off the bat. What did I say last week? It's not a race to get the sale. It's a race to provide value, right? So was it worth it? Do I want to spend $250? No, not really. But do I have the time to do it? No. So I'm going to spend the money on something that saves me time and gets the job done. That's the thing with automation here, is when you can streamline your process and save time, it is well worth the investment. Now, while we're speaking on investments here, I have invested in tens of thousands of dollars of coaching. I'll just say that. And every single time I have grown personally. A lot of you guys said the other day when I was like, oh, yeah, our 1-year anniversary of Savvy Social Media is in 4 days. It's Friday the 29th. What? You've been doing this a year? You're so confident. You know why? Because I invest in myself. Because I stretch myself and I put myself in a position to be uncomfortable financially and visually, like in doing things that I've not done before, setting up emails and setting up this and setting up that. It's all been a stretch and it's all forced me to grow. But when I invest in myself to build a skill set, do you think that that skill set will last me for the rest of my business? Do you think that the assets that I created, Wanda Lane popped on Clubhouse the other day and she said, it was a light bulb when you said the word asset because I never thought about that. When I created a workbook, then I just have to go back in and tweak. That's now an asset. When I do a workshop that I can repackage and I can sell, that is an asset. When I've built up my email list, that is an asset, right? So taking the time to build my skill set, taking the time to develop these systems and these assets allow me to scale my impact, help more people. And that's what we're all about here. Roadmap to Social Profits, make more money. Make more money from social media, right? Like, I want to help you make more money. Can I make that any more clear? Okay, let's make some more money. Let's do all of the things. So let me share my screen again. Just how to get on my little tangent here. Okay, so there's the lead generation software. While we're at it, if you want to know what software I've been using for 7 years for taxes, I love this one. Here's another thing. It automatically tracks your mileage. It automatically sorts and categorizes things. Once you say, like, I do my AT&T internet, it knows that goes in utilities. It knows that my products that I buy from my wellness company goes in such and such category. It automatically works and it automatically sorts. All I have to do is just say, like, yep, that looks good. Yep, that looks good. It automatically pulls receipts from your email. Again, automation, it's huge. Okay. When I was here, I went ahead and I created this obviously in November. I threw in my workshop links and then my content creation easy button. If you're interested in those, if you're like, yeah, no, I'm not totally digging the whole coaching thing, I get it. But if there's a way that I can serve you in a different capacity, let me do that. I would love to serve you in another way. So here's where you can find some of that information. Okay. The other thing I was going to share with you is the software I use for the text messaging and for the bot is ManyChat. It's $10 a month, and then the texts are a penny a text. So some of them are a little bit longer, so it might have been like 2 pennies a person to send it out. But I just got my first bill for texting, and it was $10. So, you know, if you look at the cost of nurturing relationships and staying in front of your people, that might be a cost that's worth it to you. It's totally up to you. Again, the 2 things, right? Does it save you time? Does it build your skill set? Or I'm gonna add a third thing. Does it help you connect with your people? Well, let's throw that in there, okay? Does it help you connect with your people? So let me share this fun story. I was actually planning on, I need to tell you guys about PayPal. Don't let me forget to tell you about PayPal, okay? I was gonna share this morning as a post, and then I thought, you know what? Let's just do something fun. Let's do something interactive. So I changed it up. But I want to share this story with you guys, and I'm going to see if I can put it up on the screen. It may not show up well. Okay, let's do a little story time. I'm going to read to you. So the question is, what will you learn from chocolate? In 1929, the Great Depression hit, and it lasted for 4 years. The global GDP dropped by 27%. Unemployment jumped to 25%. Many businesses went out of business because they just weren't prepared to shift. And they weren't willing to adapt. That's a big word there. Other businesses looked at the situation and they refused to allow the economy to affect their economy. So here's an example. Milton Hershey. You guys probably heard of him, the owner of Hershey's Chocolate. He came out of retirement when the Great Depression hit. And candy obviously was not seen as a necessary household expense. It's the Great Depression. Are you going to be buying candy? No. So their sales dropped. But he wasn't about to let his legacy completely fall apart. He racked his brain and he thought, okay, I need a way for my business to survive, but also to thrive. We're not just about surviving here. I want you guys to really internalize this for a second. I don't want you to survive 2021. Maybe that was your MO in 2020, but that's not what's happening here. Don't survive 2021. I want you to thrive in 2021. So here's what Hershey did. He pivoted his marketing strategy. This was where it got really smart. People were pinching pennies and scraping together whatever they could to feed their families, right? So they're trying to stretch every single dollar and get it as far as possible. So instead of marketing chocolate as candy and a delicacy, he shared that his Hershey chocolate bar with almonds was packed with protein and calories. And in a time where every single penny and calorie counted, his chocolate almond bar was only 5 cents at the time, and it offered an amazing bang for the buck, or for the penny at the time, right? One minor shift, one minor tweak, one minor messaging change. We talked about messaging last week. And guess what happened? His sales jumped. Okay? Hershey Chocolate did more in sales during the Great Depression, than when the economy was stable. So what's the moral of the story here? 2020 was an SHIT storm, right? It was crazy. There was a lot going on. There was a lot of excuses rolling around. But it's 2021. It's a new year. It's a new day. There's a lot of things coming at you, but you don't have to have the excuses anymore. And you can do one of two things. You can be like those businesses that let the Great Depression just tank them, or you can be like Milton Hershey and implement new things, new systems, new messaging. Put your business in a different spin and put it in front of different people in just a slightly different way and see it completely take off. Pivot, adapt. We're not surviving anymore. We're thriving, right? So I want you to be able to do that with your business. I want you to thrive in 2021. So, PayPal. I told you I'd talk about PayPal. If you have considered the Academy, here's my question to you. What if the investment in yourself would only give you a little bit more traction? Some tweak in your messaging, some tweak in your confidence. You get more traction, more visibility. Would that be worth it in the very long run of where you're going with your business? Okay, what if you implemented some of the things I'm talking about, like email marketing, like a Facebook group, like multiple offers, a value ladder, other things that we don't have time to talk about during this boot camp? What if you're able to attract more of the right people to you and build a tribe of people that are just raving fans? Would that be worth it? Would that impact your business in the long run, right? I don't have a 6-month vision for my business. I have a multiple year vision for my business. And I know that if I'm spending X number of dollars right now for one-on-one coaching to implement this, and this in my business, that it's going to stretch me right now. But those things that I'm implementing because of that coaching are going to position me in the long run to do incredible things, both for my network marketing business, for my coaching business, for visibility all around, but also to be able to position myself to teach better to my students. Is it worth it? Absolutely, right? What if getting to work with me? What if having my brain, my eyes, my insight on your specific business, as opposed to talking at this general, large, whole group with some generic, you should go do this. What if I said, but you need to do this instead? Or based on how your business is being set up, let's try this for you instead. If you're still here and you've gotten value from the week, what do you think it would look like if I had my eyes on your particular business for 6 months? And would that be worth it to you? So again, the investment, it's $367 a month. Yes, it is money. I get it. And I empathize because I had been in a position where spending money on my business was a hard thing to do. But I also know that when I spent money and when I put myself in a position to stretch a little bit further, it held me to the fire. And it forced me, it created an accountability in my own self that I had to get the things done. I had to cover it, right? But if you're someone who is still struggling with that concept and you're interested, ask me about PayPal. Reach out to me and ask me about PayPal, because they have I want to say it's 6 months, 0% interest option that we can get super creative with. So that's all I'm going to say about that, because I don't need to go into depth about that here. But I love teaching. I hope that over the course of this week, you have seen my passion. I hope that you have seen that I have a whole lot of wisdom and knowledge that we can apply to your business that will take it from surviving to thriving. And I want you to be the Milton Hershey of your story. I want you to level up. I want you to step out of that comfort zone. And I want, more so than anything, to know that the wisdom that you have, the products, the opportunity, the services, whatever it is that you have to offer is not bottled up inside, but instead it's out there in the world serving the people that you are meant to serve. And I would love to help you get there. So going back to our little car, right? Do you want to be in that clunker that's stuck in the rush hour traffic and not going very far and has to get towed and you're just kind of meh? Or do you want to hop in the fast sports car? You want to drive from point A to point B, get all of these things in place, work your tush off over the next 6 months, get my help, and look back and go, holy crap. I can't believe that was my business then, because look at where I am now. And that's what I want to help you do. So with all that being said, automation is amazing. I can teach you all the things. I can help you implement all the things. Figuring out how all of these puzzle pieces fit together. Because it is a lot of, well, there's this over here and there's this over here, but this and this and this. We'll merge it all together and we'll work it all together. And you have until tomorrow to decide. So you want to jump on the Zoom tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon Central. So 1 Eastern, 11 Mountain, 10 Pacific. Zoom, so you can actually see me. You can get on if you're Android. We can talk through. I can show you a sneak peek of what the membership site looks like. I can answer your questions about this week as well. It doesn't even have to be just about the academy. Hey, when you said this, what did you mean? I can help you with that stuff as well. Okay. But tomorrow night, everything goes away. Videos disappear. Homework things disappear. I've already started taking down some of the superfluous posts that you don't need, like the buddy system. We don't need that one anymore. It's gone, right? Doors close, videos disappear, and then we're just back to normal. And then on Wednesday, you're going to get an email automatically from me that says, next week, Accelerate and Grow is happening. It's a 3-day event. I'm so pumped. Somebody found me on Clubhouse. Somebody found me on Clubhouse because she searched social media. She reached out to me through Instagram and said, I found you on Clubhouse. I would love for you to be a guest speaker. She has 15,000 followers on Instagram. She's invited, I think, 12 different speakers, and collectively, we're inviting our email list to come participate in this event. Can you imagine how many new eyeballs I'm going to get on my business and how many more people I might be able to serve because I was on Clubhouse? I can help you get on Clubhouse. I can help you, position yourself so that your message can get out there to the people that it needs to be out in front of. And that's the whole goal. All right. So with that being said, good night, guys. I love you all. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for all of the things, for letting me show up in my mom t-shirt and sweatshirt. Jen knows it's been rainy in Houston today, so I was not about to go do all the hair and makeup and all that stuff. So this is me. This is who you get. This is my heart. This is, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I do love people and I love serving people. And if I can do anything to help you and serve you, I would absolutely love to do so. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night. I will see you in the group tomorrow and on the Zoom, hopefully tomorrow at noon. You guys have a good evening and I will talk to you soon. Bye.